morning, everyone. How is coursework 1 going? Everybody's happy about coursework 1. Oh, I love this coursework. It's amazing. One of the kind of unique properties of this first coursework is that it's in the wild. So usually when you have a coursework or a homework, you're given something very well known, like a very well known data set, for example, or something. You start off with something that's very familiar and very well known, and then you create something from it. But this one is not like that. You're exploring a very mysterious space. It's very wild. It's unpredictable. It doesn't have any familiar properties. So that's one of the reasons. It doesn't follow the standard format of a standard coursework or something like that. Yeah. Any questions about coursework 1? I don't think it's too late. I mean, there's still, time to work on it. Make last-minute changes or things like that.
Well, just for the question about the title of the video.
The title?
That's going to be used.
Yes, the title can be Coursework 1, Summarizing a Research Paper. Yeah. Same as the title we just said. So I can say that I like what I've seen so far. I've seen probably like 15 or something like that. More than 10. Between 10 and 20. And I like what I saw. Generally speaking, I liked it. So that's it. I saw one that I already thought, oh, this one will probably get a distinction. I think that person knows. I just saw it, and I thought, okay, this is good. I didn't recommend any changes. Nothing serious. Just maybe one small change or something. But some people have executed it just the way I imagined. Yeah. And I think the people that showed it to me already are in a good position to do well. Yeah. Any other? I think there are some questions on Teams that I haven't answered yet. Is that true? Did anybody notice? Well, I was going to answer those maybe today during this workshop. Actually, I was going to check the Teams module. Anyways, if you like coursework 1, then you're really going to like coursework 3, which I started writing yesterday. So coursework 3 is going to take some more time for me to write. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to release a draft. It's not going to be finished next week, so that you can see what's coming, right? It might not be the final version, but at least oh, this is what's coming next. And you can start working on it. There's enough information to start working on it. But I think most people know it's a literature review, right? For your dissertation, you have a literature review, chapter 2. And you can check Bob's project guidelines on that. Okay, so everybody curious about today's workshop? So on Wednesday, we talked about focus groups and interviews. That doesn't look right, does it? That looks kind of strange. Okay, we'll try it anyways. Can everybody oh no, it is strange. Okay, it's officially strange. Okay, let's try the PDF version. So we're going to do a focus group exercise today. And it's I hope that it's interesting for you. It can be very interesting, it could be very boring. It's up to you guys, really. So you form groups, that's not a big surprise, right? And start a Google Doc, not a big surprise. Then, in your group, you brainstorm and develop a hypothesis or question relevant to this class. So something you actually want to know more about, or you have an idea about. Right? These are just some examples. I'm more than happy if you guys think of your own example that you really are interested in. So, for example, what is the best way to choose a dissertation topic? That could be a discussion in the focus group, because you guys are a focus group. You're a very special focus. Masters in Computer Science at the University of Nottingham. It is a very special focus, actually. You could have a question, what are the most interesting research topics, right? These are opinions, by the way. Sometimes you have focus groups that just gather opinions. But I gather opinions all the time. I'm always asking people their opinions, right? For another example, what would be the most interesting future research methods workshop? So in this, what would you guys like to do in this workshop, in future versions of this Friday workshop? Are there any special topics that you think would be really nice to explore? Or what would students like to learn in a research methods workshop? Or why aren't there more women in computer science? That's a kind of a very classic computer science question, right? That's not very exciting because it's a question that's been around for 25 to 50 years or whatever. But anyways, those are just examples. You can put down anything you want. Try to brainstorm in your group and think of a topic or a hypothesis. It could be a hypothesis too. These are all open questions. Like the hypothesis version of what is the best way to choose a dissertation? What are the most interesting research topics? The hypothesis version would be data visualization is the best topic in computer science. That's the hypothesis. So feel free to be creative and choose something that is really interesting, to you guys. Don't just choose a random, I don't know, I like apples or something like that. Then derive a set of 5 to 10 questions to test your hypothesis or answer your question. And then you administer the questions to another group. So you kind of swap with another group. And the other group answers your questions. Right? So each group will have 5 or 6 members, right? And they all answer the questions. And you group the answers together per question. So it looks like this. So you have a question, and then you have an answer, right? Or 3 answers from 3 different participants. Question 2, 3 answers or more from the different participants, right? And then if there's time, step 6 is optional. If there's time, ask the same question to ChatGPT, the same questions, and get ChatGPT's answers. If you have time to do that, yeah? And then share the Google Doc. So the Google Doc will have the topic at the top, the focus topic, or the hypothesis at the top, the questions and answers here. And maybe there'll be, if you have time, there'll be also an answer from ChatGPT to each of the questions. Does that sound interesting? So this is the way a focus group really, this is kind of the way it works. For a focus group in reality, this part is already chosen. The rest of it is the standard. This is not part of the standard focus group either, by the way. But usually in a real-life focus group, that topic or question or hypothesis is already chosen, so you just arrive and it's given to you. But today, we're not doing that. I'm not giving it to you. Or I've given you some examples. You can use those examples, but I'm hoping some groups choose something also creative. But the rest of it is actually how a focus group works. Yeah. Any questions about that? So now the question is, what will the groups be? We need an, I guess it would be, well, it doesn't have to have an even number of groups, but it would be useful to have an even number, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. Should we have 6 groups maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seems like a little bit too many. Okay, I guess we could do, I guess we'll do 5. So there'll be some sort of triangle in there. Right? Does that seem reasonable? So I think U5 would be a good group. Yeah. 1. Okay, I think 1, 2, 3, all of you would be good group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay, U3 can be a group. Yeah. U4 can be a group. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 will be a group. Okay. If you want to change the groups a little bit, that's fine too. The groups they're not set in stone. Everybody think they understand the exercise? So we're doing like a focus group exercise today. That's the, I mean, if you can't think of anything, look at these two. Because I haven't figured out myself what all the workshops are going to be for the rest of the semester, so I'm also thinking, I have some ideas, but I'm open to some more suggestions. And hopefully you got enough sleep last night to actually use your brain. And you can actually think. And if you want to ask questions about coursework 1, that's fine too. You know, or coursework 2, or 3, or anything else. I would be interested to hear ChatGPT's answers to these questions. Okay, we have some latecomers. I think, is there a group of just 3, right? You guys are just 3, right? So we've got 2 new people we can add to your group. Would you 2 like to join? There's a group of 3 down here. Yeah. So these 3 are in the group. Yeah. You guys have 2 more in your group. And that's the instructions are up there.